Okay, so this is the beginning of the well drawing, and we have a couple of ideas that are happening here. So we're doing our composition, and we start with a series of circles. So we have composition, concentric circles, and we have contour lines. So you make your circles, and these circles get slightly larger, but really what's going to happen is that the size of the stones is going to look like they're larger, but the circles aren't really that much bigger than the one before it. All right, and these are going to be erased, so it doesn't matter how well you do them or whatever. Then these are called contour lines. This gives us the shape of how these circles become three-dimensional. And you notice that as they get farther away, they get farther apart.
They become more spread out, right?
Exactly what I was saying. Yes, they get more spread out. And because I have an yeah.
So you start off with a circle.
Yep.
And then you just draw bigger circles.
Mm-hmm. And then the stones fit inside of these.
Of the lines.
Yep. Now the trick is, and this is the one piece you're going to have to remember, do you see how these stones are, that they don't, see how they like overlap each other? If you just have them overlap in the same direction, it's going to look like it's a ball of yarn. But if you skip every other one, like so, and then draw the one in the center, then it will start to look more organic. So you want to kind of skip stone to stone.
Why are they not here yet?
I don't know, and I will check on it in a minute. This is a really good opportunity, though, for you and I to get caught up on this assignment. So let's use the time and get set up. And the only trick you want to pay attention to is try to make sure that your stones get smaller gradually so that the stones above aren't smaller than the stones below. And also to remember that you're going to use your eraser a lot on this composition. And then once you get all the stones ready, then you're going to go in with a gel pen, a flare tip marker, very fine tip flare tip marker, and you're going to do what's called inking. Inking a drawing.
Make the parts where you actually want to see like harder.
Yep, that is exactly right. But it's also where you have to be just a little bit careful to make sure that the ones that overlap in the right direction. And if you mess up a thing here or there, it really doesn't matter that much, because you can fix it a little bit later on. But it's worth paying attention and trying to get it right. There's different mindsets for different types of drawing. This is definitely not just beginner's mind. This is, you're trying to do a little bit of museum thinking where you know somebody's going to be looking at it and you want it to kind of want to do a good job if you can. Now it's not worth freaking out though, because lots of mistakes get made when you're making drawings. Okay, and then once you've done that, then you're going to get out your eraser. And where did my eraser go? I had it set out. Ah, there it is. And then you go and erase all of the lines under the ink in a nice circular motion with your eraser.
Is this ink pen okay? Look, it's a bit thick.
Those are a bit thick. I love those, but maybe not for this purpose. Even a ballpoint pen with black ink is better for this situation than that. So, but it doesn't matter that much as long as you can make a thin line that doesn't erase. Okay, so that's basically the process. And then once you've got your full drawing, you want it to go all the way to the edges of your paper. So I want the whole square of your page to have circles all the way to the edge. And the stage we're at here is this. So if you can take a look really quick, what I'm doing now, just to summarize, can I have your eyes for a second? If you can look up, Marcus. So I put in the blue, and then I added in the orange. No, keep your eyes up here. Keep your eyes on it. Okay, I put in the blue, then I put it in lightly, and then I put in the orange in the spot where the highlights are, where the white shininess would be. And then now, after putting in the black in the shadow side, because the light source is coming from here, I put in the black shadows to make it darker, but now I'm blending, and watch this as it happens, because it changes the way this stone will look. So this stone here, I'm going to go over it. Look what happens to the blue. What happened? What happened to the blue on that stone?
It combined the two colors. It became green, kind of.
Yeah, it's sort of a weird goldish copper brown. And the reason for that is complementary colors make a lot of contrast, but when you blend them, they form a tertiary or a third color, and that third color is usually in the brown family. So I'm going to continue doing this after I figure out where everybody went.
Well, I'm right here.
Oh, wonderful. There's Alexis. And I'm going to check
Oh,
really...
yeah, it's here now.
I was here for like 5 minutes.
Oh, well good, then you've been watching.